I'll take you through some of it today. I'll show you some of the customizations we've done, and I'll also explain to you why customer experience is going to be the most important thing to focus on for businesses going into the future. Customer experience, everyone knows it as CX, is the result of your customer relationship. Now, your customer experience is not your customer service. Okay, your customer service is reactive. Your customer experience is proactive and continuous, right? Your customer support is something that your customers will expect from you, okay? But to do a really good customer experience, you need to have a CRM solution. Just to give you 2 examples of the difference, your customer service would be someone calls your company and says, hello, my car needs a service. Please, can you book it in as soon as possible? And then you react and you will give them good customer service. But a proactive approach would be the customer calls and says, I'm so happy you sent me an SMS reminder for my car service. I would have completely forgot. You guys are the best. And oh, by the way, thank you so much for my happy birthday email. I'd like to use the free wheel alignment voucher that you sent me. That is your customer experience. And going forward into the future, it is going to be more important because of data laws and data privacy. You'll see a lot of countries are locking in data privacy, and specifically in South Africa, where I am from, the credit bureaus aren't going to be able to go and sell people's phone numbers as direct marketing. They're not going to be able to sell people's residential addresses. So the information and data you do get from your customers, you need to use that data. And you also need to ask for data that wouldn't necessarily usually be asked for, but you got to do it in a really smart way, and I'll take you through it now. The other important thing is to know who is your customer, what do they expect, and who's going to be your future customer. I've done some research here for you. They say millennials currently hold the largest purchasing power, but Gen Z is close behind. The group, which was born between 1996 2010, already holds $44 billion of buying power, all right? And when considering the influence on their parents, will hit the workforce and become the most powerful consumers in the next few years. So in the next year, they'll account for 40% of all US consumers, and that's this Generation Z, all right? To succeed, companies need to know how to tailor a great customer experience for these Gen Z customers. I've done some research for you. Gen Z customers want mobile first, all right? They demand quick access on the go. They want things like a customer portal so that they can go in and edit the information whenever they want. They can go look at their invoices whenever they want, all right? They want a personalized service. Gen Z wants a real customer relationship, a real customer experience. They want video. Gen Z responds well to visual content, especially video. They also want trust. You know, Gen Z cares about trust and authenticity. And then last but not least, efficiency. Gen Z has less attention span. It's 8 seconds, where millennials are 12 seconds. So that's also to say mobile first. They want to be able to take out their phone. They want to be able to see what product is. They want to be able to order it, and they want to be able to pay for it, payment gateways. And you see how we go there. So the result of great customer experience. PwC did a report in 2018. Obviously, these figures are even more today. But if you give a customer a great experience, they will buy more, be more loyal, share with their friends the positive experience, and they will be more willing to give you a testimonial and a really good review. Generating new customers via a promoting customer. This is a new kind of philosophy that I've developed, and I've seen it in our own business and other businesses, where because you don't have bulk information where you can go out and do direct marketing, you want to try and get your current customers to promote you via word of mouth. And now with social media, you'll get someone who will say, oh, can anyone recommend a plumbing service? And all their friends will then say this and this and this. You want to develop a customer that will message that person and say, you have to use this company. I've had such a great experience. And you want customers like that. All right, and here's the bit of a process. A new customer will get introduced to the company by a promoting customer, someone who really emphasizes that they should use the company, via word of mouth, social media recommendation, and customer testimonial. They will keep coming back as a repeat customer because you gave them a great first-time experience. They'll become a loyal customer because you continued the great experience and you continuously improved the customer experience. And then you're promoting customer. They will promote your company to others based on the experience and will continue their loyalty. They'll continue if their loyalty is acknowledged and you show them appreciation. All right, so let's get into the CRM and some really good. Oh, first of all, I want to just get from you exceeding expectations and building loyalty. These are just some of the touch points where you can reach out to customers, where you can build their loyalty. So one would be the contact's birthday. It can either be a customer or it can be a potential customer that you've got their details. Now, in the lead form where we were documenting customers and potential customers' birthdays, the way in which we got them to give us their birthdays was we had a little bit of a description below the field that said, we will randomly select people on their birthdays and we will send them a free gift. And once a year, we selected one person and we sent a gift out. So we maintained, the trust that we did do that, and we did market the fact that we send someone a gift for their birthday. But now we send automations, we give them specials on their birthday, we give them a coffee voucher which they can redeem at a coffee shop. It just improves the customer experience. Next off is service reminders. So a maintenance reminder for a car or a generator. We've got some customers that do that. Valuations for properties, and maybe there's a new model of car or whatever product you have, and you can give them a trade-in offer. Your company birthday, you can go and send it out to these people who are now loyal and happy to receive your emails because you give them value. You're giving them things that add value. And you can offer them free products or discounts. And as I said, it can be something simple as a little coffee. Then an annual check-in. Always try and add value. So it could be also like a free giveaway. You could get tickets to a large sporting event, and maybe 2 or 3 days before the event, you start phoning your VIP or important customers and offering them the tickets. Most of them or some of them might not be able to go because they've already got plans, but they're going to really like that you considered phoning them to offer them the tickets. And obviously, the more people that say they can't go because they're committed, the more impact you have until someone accepts them. All right. Then update your info in the customer portal. You could give them credits or points or some sort of rewards for them to go in and keep their customer portal updated. And in the customer portal, you can push specials. You can re-emphasize the brand exposure and the different products you have. So I just wanted to ask you, is there anything else from the audience you guys would think of touch points? Yes. Exactly. So post-purchase, definitely you want to have that after-sales service and then keep that loyalty going. You can even, I know in the property business we give people valuations for free, and then there's an automatic trigger that it will email them the following year telling them that this was the value of your property. Would you like an updated valuation? And people respond to that all the time, and we don't have to do anything. The CRM does it for us. Okay. So let's start building the loyalty with the CRM. I'm going to go through your screenshots really quickly. All right, there over here, you can see in the CRM on the right-hand or your left-hand side, we've got the birth date. We've also got a live status, which we put in there because also some of your customers might pass away. You don't want to be sending a happy birthday email to them if they've passed away. So we implemented that as a new field. We've also got a formula field here that will calculate the person's age so that our staff can quickly know how old the person is. The formula field doesn't update automatically. You have to edit and save, but I know our team is working on having formula fields that will constantly update. So that's just for the birthday, and this will send out an automated email when selected. You'll see at the top there, we've got an agent section in the CRM. So you'll see it's assigned to the staff member, which I've got my name there. You see auto birthday email. If that is selected as yes, it triggers a workflow function that will email the customer as if the staff member typed it up that morning. And I'll show you, people respond every day to it. Next up, we've got a birthday call reminder. We'll remind the staff member to phone the person on their birthday. And then we've got an annual contact reminder. Every year on that date, it will remind the staff member to contact that customer and just ask them how they're doing. Okay, we've got a description, which is self-explanatory, just some information about the customer that stays constant. It's not something you put in notes. It's just something about the customer. All right. Then next up, we've got something called our loyalty manager section. Now, this is a staff member in the company. We've got a telecanvasser that does this. What she does is she'll go and you'll see the keep in touch reminders, the first arrow there. She'll select, actually our staff will select how frequently we keep in touch with that person, but every 3 months from the date below, it will trigger a reminder to keep in touch with that customer. Phone them, ask them how they're doing. And the nice thing is on the left-hand side, you've got the related lists. The telecanvasser can see if there are any deals, if there are any transfers, if they own any properties, if there are any tickets outstanding. All the information is there on the left-hand side. At the bottom, we've got a valuation reminder. That's for the staff member to phone and offer a valuation. And also there's the date that it triggers every year. We've also got mailing lists at the bottom where you can select different topics, and that will then sync the user into Zoho campaigns for the email campaigning. And also if you want to send SMSs, you can also then filter your contacts by the mailing lists, or you can filter them by their interests. So if you're doing a golf day and you've got these fields in place, you can invite your customers to a golf day, and that works really, really well. Gender, we don't use it that often, but for Women's Day, it's good to send a Happy Women's Day email that's really kind of specific to ladies. All right, we've also got a relationship section in the CRM that we've built. So obviously the relationship status can be married, we've got engaged, we've got various kind of relationship selections, and then we've got the anniversary date. The anniversary date type, there's 3 options. There's the exact date, where it's the exact date, and this is for customers that you have a really good relationship. It actually might be somebody that you've known, friends or family. It's what we call a sphere of influence. And your staff can also then put their spheres of influence in there where they can just keep in touch when they're really important dates. So that will trigger a reminder. It won't trigger an automated email. You want to make sure that they are actually still married before you email them. But it's a really nice reminder to have, and it's just another touch point that you can reach out to your customer. All right, so this is an example of how Zoho Click works in conjunction with CRM. We've got some triggers where it actually sends the reminders not only to the staff member in the CRM over here, these are tasks, it also pops up in Zoho Click. So it'll pop up on their phones as a reminder that they need to send an email to wish Mickey, Mouse, and Minnie a happy anniversary. And you'll see just above that, just to show you while we're here, you'll see we've blocked out the customer's name because this is an active system. But you'll see it also tells you when people click on their happy birthday emails over there. And so now if you want to then message the person for their anniversary, it's just 3 clicks. You click on send email, you select the template, and there we go. It says, hi, Mickey, happy anniversary to you and Minnie, and they get the name Minnie from the CRM. It's all put in there with merge tags. Wishing you both all the best. Have a wonderful day. It's always important that your email signature says what you do. You want to, when you're reaching out to them, they must remember what you do so that when they want your product or service, they're going to reach out to you first. You stay front of mind. All right, next, just to show you, this is the automated happy birthday email that went out to Mary. And it says, hi, Mary, happiest of birthdays to you. Wishing you a very blessed year ahead. Have an awesome day. Also, you can have it very personalized as if it came from a staff member. You can change the from address to an organization address. So you could send it from info@, and you could have a standardized email signature, but it's always nice to pick a staff member because they feel a lot better when it's a personally written email. Over here on the right-hand side, you can just see, I don't like it when people go and tell you how a system works without giving you the real example and the real proof it works. These are people that have opened those happy birthday emails. And you'll see we've got one in the day and yesterday. And then here are the people replying, saying, thank you, Andrew, hope you're well. Thank you, Andrew, appreciate your gesture. Thank you, thank you. I mean, you think if you get emails like that from a company, when you need their product and service, you're going to reach out. I can tell you a lot of business was received from these emails. Again, just to emphasize, the CRM working with Click is very powerful. Click is our chat application. You can also have the workflow trigger send a message to a Click channel. And you'll see over here, we've got the loyalty management channel where it's keep in touch reminders. The KIT means keep in touch. So our loyalty team will constantly be looking. You'll see there's 3 participants in that team. They'll constantly get messages throughout the day to keep in touch with customers. Same with team activity. You can also push, different messages to your team for the different activity. And that's actually for my brother to keep track. You'll see tenant application accepted, and you'll see congrats, deal gone final. If you click on the view record, it takes you into the CRM exactly where you can find all the information. Here again, rental payment reminders, also automated out of the CRM to remind people to pay their rent. And it's the admin team gets reminded that those are going out. And then system notifications, automatic feedback messages. I'll show you how those work a little bit later. And those are being sent out, and you can keep track. Just going to take you through a valuation process. I'm sure you can all, relate to the process of getting a valuation. Here, what we've done is we've built a custom module in the CRM where the staff member, it's very simple. They select the property. They already have the deal put in place. They'll then put in the formal letter of the company. It might be owned by a PTY Limited, which is a company in South Africa. It might be a trust. Okay. Then you can go in and you can even use formula fields to calculate the going concern valuation of a property. So I think our commercial property people will know that what a cap rate is. You'll see at the bottom there. What it is you take the rental income of an asset, means the property. You will then minus the expenses, which will be the rates and taxes, the levies and expenses. It will give you a net income per month and a net income per year. You divide that by your cap rate. It will give you a value at the bottom, which is the estimated going concern for that investment property. So that's just another way you can use formula fields to really make lives easier for your staff. And employee experience is also important. So your staff will love you if you've got technology that really helps them give a good customer experience. Then next is the index value, which they get from an external system, and the CMA, which is a comparative value, which are important in coming to an exact value. It just shows you that your valuations are correct. Next, what they'll do is they'll do the final valuation, where they'll give a minimum value, an estimated value, and a maximum value at the top there. Then this is the really cool part. They'll put in send to. So who is the person that you're doing the valuation for? It'll automatically put their email address in there. And then you've also got the auto yearly valuation reminders, what I spoke about earlier. Every year, this person will be then sent an email to say you had a valuation done on this date, because the date is in this record, and that you will, it'll give them the values and ask them if they would like an updated valuation. Okay, now what they need to do is they need to produce a letter. Now, I've seen many companies when staff need to produce letters or produce contracts. Sometimes you get different versions and it's all over the show. What we've done is we've built a mail merge template for the staff. They click on mail merge, they select valuation letter, they click merge, it goes into Zoho Writer. We've built in merge tags over there. You'll see with the arrows. We've got the owner's name that needs to be put in there. We've got the date of the valuation, the property. We've got the values over there. We've got the estimated value. And at the bottom left-hand corner, you can click merge as new document, or you can click merge and send for signature collection. And I'll show you how that works now. So in the valuation, you'll put in your merge tag for a signature, and you'll select merge and send for sign collection. You'll click Run Merge on the bottom left-hand corner there. It'll ask you, who do you want to sign? You either put in an email address of someone, or you can select the staff member that must sign it. You put in an email subject, you give the document a name, send for collection. It gives initiate for collection. You can click on the link to track the status. But let me show you what happens. It comes in as an email to the person that needs to sign. It says start signing. It also goes to the mobile phone, which is even the better part. Here's the mobile phone. On the front of and this is my mobile phone. You get an email notification and you get a Zoho sign application notification. You go into Zoho sign application, you click start signing at the bottom over here. You click on the signature merge tag, it puts in your signature done, document complete. You then get an email back as the staff member with a valuation and a certificate to prove the digital signature. Here's the valuation letter. I'm sure you'd agree it's nice and professional. Everything's in the right place. There's no, it's consistency, which is what customers want. Everything's in place. You also get your signature. I mean, your certificate will tell you the IP address of the signature to verify the signature. You can have two-factor authentication as well via SMS. And Zoho also uses blockchain technology for the timestamping. So it's a very legal and legitimate way of doing things. All right, so that's just a way that you can use your CRM to really give a good customer experience, and also your staff are going to love you for it because it makes things a lot easier. I'm going to take you through a tenant application process, which some of our staff just can't tell you how much they love this. So when you have a deal and you've got a property that you want to rent out, you move to the tenant application stage on your deal, and automatically it will give you a drop-down saying auto send application form. Automatically, it will send an application form or email with a link. You then will also see when they've opened it, and you'll see when they've clicked on the link. And it will send them a form from Zoho Forms. So you see our CRM now integrates with Zoho Forms. It even populates some of the information that is needed. And the person can put in their passport, their ID, proof of payments. They fill in references, phone call references. And it all comes back into the CRM under tenant applications. It then initiates a blueprint where now the staff click on the buttons, document check. They go and they check off the documents, make sure everything's in place. They go save, it goes to step 2, credit check. They then click all the credit check things that need to be done. They click save, it pushes them to reference calls. All of a sudden it opens up, you've got the name of the reference, you've got the phone number you have to phone, and you've got the fields you need to fill out, all built into the blueprint. Once they've made the phone calls and filled the information out, you'll see a friend, they've known them for 5 years. Would you rent your property? Yes. Reference call is done. Then all of a sudden it goes to step 4. You approve it or not approve it. If you approve it, it asks you why have you approved it. You can go in and you can give a reason why you've approved this person. It then automatically saves it as a note in the tenant application, and it's also got a copy of the form that was filled out and signed. All right, let me just quickly time check. How are we doing on time? All right, lease agreement is the same process. So I'm going to just speed up just in the essence of time. Then you can build the lease agreement the same way. Step 1, you'll fill in who's the landlord. Step 2, you'll fill in who is the tenant. Step 3, landlord's bank account details. Step 4, it will already populate the legal document name. Then they'll add what the escalation is after a year. What is the water included or not? Is it furnished? Any furniture, any special conditions, they'll add it in there. Step 5, they go through a checklist. And then part of step 5 is attaching the final lease agreement. Okay, so step 5 isn't complete. Over there you'll see. So we mail merge the lease agreement. We select the lease agreement. There's the lease agreement. It's like 16 pages. It puts everything into the lease agreement that you need. You can also send that for digital signature. You then save, the staff member is forced to save the PDF. PDF is saved. The checklists are all shown. If you click on that, you can see who ticked the boxes. Everything put in place. So I'm sure you can agree it's quite a powerful tool. Okay, the power of mobile. I'm nearly done. Just to show you, when your staff member starts the day, they'll see keep in touch reminders. They'll see birthday calls. They'll see general feedback they must give back. They'll see the automations that have already been sent out. Happy birthday emails. All right. It's a really great to have mobile. And then also to make it easy to give feedback to customers, they open up the feedback module on their phone. They fill in the feedback. They fill in the next step along with the other information. They select at the bottom there, there's a verbal feedback. Sorry, not verbal feedback. It actually says auto send over here. You can select who the contact is, auto send yes. And if it's saved as yes, it will trigger an auto email to be sent to the customer. You see it automatically then changes the field to sent at the bottom once they save it. Okay, and customers love that written feedback. And for a business owner, it's nice if customers come to you and say, I didn't get feedback. You can go and look. All right, so that's the end of my presentation. Obviously, Zoho CRM is, highly rated by both critics and users, and I think it just takes time to get to know the system, and then you'll find the true power in it. All right, thank you very much.